Guys, welcome back to my channel. So now in this video we'll be actually continuing our the first chapter only. So I've already explained you the political causes and the social religious causes in the very first part. In this video our topic of discussion is economic causes. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it, friends. It's completely free. Okay. So now let us start without wasting any time. The first part, how they exploited their economy, was that they ruined their trade and handicrafts completely. Okay, so now, so what was the point? Ruin of trades and handicrafts. Ruin of hands, trade and handicrafts. So they could see that Indian textile is very popular among people. So they thought that they also observed that even the people in England are using their things. They are also using Indian silks and calicos. तो उन्होंने सोचा पहले हम अपनी जगह में इसे बैन करते हैं. So they an act was passed in which they told that you are not supposed to use their work. So slowly and slowly they adopted the methods of such kind that they completely crippled the Indian arts and crafts, and they imposed heavy duties. मतलब अब वो हमारे जो इंडिया वाले थे वो अभी भी हार नहीं मान रहे थे. They also sold the Indian, they were selling the Indian silk and cotton textiles where in Britain. So now they came up with a different strategy. What they did was, अभी rule तो उनका ही था. They started imposing the tax of 70 to 80%. मतलब 100 rupees का वो thing होती थी, and they used to have they need to pay the tax of 80 rupees. So there was no profit. They were left with no profit at all. Whereas, see, they were importing the tax at a tax was up to 70 to 80%. Whereas from Britain, that is from Britishers, the India, goods were coming to India at a very, at a very low price. So this hurted their sentiments also. Okay, so first they prohibited the use of the Indian silk and calicots in England. Then they imposed the heavy duties on the goods which they imposed. Okay, and slowly they crippled complete Indian arts and crafts. So what happened by the middle of the 19th century? By the middle of the 19th century, what happened was, right, the export of the cotton and the silk goods was completely seized. It was completely, finished. And this art of spinning and weaving had given employment to many thousand people. So manufacturing towns of Dhaka, Murshidabad and Surat, those where this was very common, this ये बिजनेस था एक तरह का उनका, हैंडमेड चीजें. ठीक है, उन्होंने वो चीजें उनकी अब जा नहीं रही थी. मतलब ऑडियंस इज एवरीथिंग है ना, वो लोग ले नहीं रहे थे, तो वो बना के करेंगे क्या, उनको तो कुछ मिल ही नहीं रहा है रिटर्न में. सो कौन से टाउन्स? ढाका नंबर 1, नंबर 2 इज मुर्शिदाबाद, and number 3 is Surat. It looked completely helpless and desolate. So first they banned their use in their own country, then they imposed heavy duties on them, and then finally they achieved their aim of India को नीचे गिराने का. ठीक है, and then they decided to impoverish the cultivators. So what they introduced? They introduced permanent settlement. When? In 1793. Which were the places which came under their influence? Bengal, very less only. Bengal, Bihar and Odisha. Bengal, Bihar and Odisha came under their influence. So what happened in this permanent settlement? If any cultivator, so the complete power was now in the hand of a zamindar. if any cultivator is not paying them the money, taxes, he'll be at the same time removed. उसको उसके land से निकाल दिया जाएगा. This was a permanent settlement, but it was not, so spread. And then Mehelwari system came into picture. This included almost the entire India. It included central India, center वाला सारा part आ गया, ठीक है. उसके बाद में it also included the Gangetic Valley. Okay. Punjab also was included. Complete southern, देखो central भी आ गया, southern भी आ गया, तो almost entire India was involved. Southern India, the peasants continued to pay revenue to the government. बट मतलब पहले भी वो टैक्सेस पे कर रहे थे, बट जो ब्रिटिश रेवेन्यू थे ना, जो ब्रिटिश रेवेन्यू ऑफिसर्स थे ना, जो वो कलेक्ट करते थे ना, दे यूज्ड टू टेक हाफ, मतलब जिनका उनको मिलता नहीं था उससे हाफ से भी ज्यादा उनसे पैसे ले लिए जाते थे. So they were, forced to go, borrow the money from the money lenders because they had to pay it in time. Then they saw that this Bihar, Bengal, and Awadh are very good producer of jute, opium, and indigo. ठीक है. And then they decided कि after this industrial revolution we'll do everything कि जो हम कर सकते हैं to make this India just an agricultural country. And they also required this cotton and oilseeds, so they decided after the industrial revolution we'll make the India completely as an agricultural country. And then they were inhuman treatment was given to the people. In 1833 the Englishmen, they were supposed to, any land they can pick. And अगर कोई भी इंसान इंडिगो को कल्टीवेट नहीं कर रहा, इंडिगो नील होता है ना, नील, सो अगर कोई भी इंसान इंडिगो को कल्टीवेट नहीं कर रहा है, एंड बिकॉज दे वर फोर्स्ड टू डू सो, कि यू कल्टीवेट इंडिगो बिकॉज इट वाज उनको इकोनॉमी में फायदा होता था. सो दे यूज्ड टू डिस्ट्रॉय देयर क्रॉप्स, they used to burn their houses, and they used to carry off their cattle as a plunder. ठीक है. And now you saw that there was a shifting from the, oriental education to western education. So pandits and maulvis वो फिर क्या हो गए, जॉबलेस. ठीक है. And then Awadh, that was, many other Indian states, basically Awadh, they were annexed by the British people. ठीक है. And during the Sepoys War of 1857, they, created havoc and added to the difficulties of the British. And they also ruined their trade, as all of you know. So millions of the artisans and the craftsmen, उनको भी बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ. Artisans and craftsmen were also at a damage. And then many big famines also took place. In the normal year also उन्हें खाना मिल नहीं रहा था. अब हुआ क्या कि इतना ज्यादा पोजीशन खराब हो गई थी. Position was so bad, the condition was so bad because they were forced to cultivate indigo, and everything they, they did not have money also to buy, because their trade was completely destroyed and they were completely dependent upon that. They had to pay so much of the tax to them. ठीक है. So this one also, they were forced to cultivate indigo, so at the end, to get money, and so that their, children should not die, mother, they sold their children for a few days food. उन्होंने अपने बच्चों को बेच दिया कि इन्हें खाना मिल जाए. ठीक है. और they also had to dispose of the land, cattle. ठीक है. And they disposed it off and they ran away in the search of the food. And so big famine occurred in 1837 to 38. Though, British government could have helped them, they could have lessened their misery, but they had no will to do so. So in the next video we shall be discussing about the military causes. So we'll end it here. Thank you so much.